are not stretching hands to beg. They are pointing fingers to say, this is my vehicle, this is my house, this is my plot, this is the container I brought, this is this. So something, and that's why I say President Jammeh always beat the theme that the UN is bringing. But this year, the national team is very important because our president is bringing back the rebirth of Africa. And all his peers in Africa are adoring President Jammeh, and everybody is talking about it, especially his last statement he did in Nigeria when they are celebrating their 100th centenary. Today, he left joy and peace and security in Nigeria. As everybody is talking about that. And that is something. And today, if the vice president, who is the Minister of Women's Affairs, that's also another success story, because he is the longest serving vice president in the world. We should go to the Guinness World Record books. It's a woman. And it was because of President Jammeh.
That was Fatoumata Jahumpa Cissé, former Speaker of the National Assembly and Chairperson of FRAB, talking about the enviable track record in the area of women's advancement spearheaded by President Jammeh since he came to power in 1994 to date. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Well, that's an age-old proverb. Now, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, are popularizing sports for health, an initiative set up to encourage people to exercise and kill the fat in their bodies. Rahib Patel tells us more on this report on the spirited muscle flexing exercise galvanizing some cabinet ministers.
Apart from keeping the individual fit and strong, it can help in preventing non-communicable diseases like diabetes, high blood, and several other sicknesses. When one exercises, one burns the fat in your body, thereby allowing you to be healthier and stronger. Exercises like these that are usually done under the guise of sport for health are considered very significant, as these officials from several departments and sectors within the country join the two ministries to walk from traffic light to Serakunda West Park for their health.
You will benefit hugely from the events that you will take part in here. We are aware very much that the 3 days that we will be here will not be sufficient. In other words, what we are doing is just to introduce to you to understand and appreciate that you need to be physically active. So that for these 3 days before next year, the 4th edition, in your bedrooms, in your backyards, in your neighborhoods, you can walk a distance. You can walk to the convenience store. You can put your vehicle, your car aside and walk to a neighbor, to a family member, and drive. You can do some small things like push up and sit up in your bed or in your backyard, not in your backyard. That is the campaign that we are on. And we hope that can translate and filter down to our children, to our youth as well.
This is a very, very, very important event. I first have to thank my colleague, Minister of Youth and Sports, Alu K. Jammeh, for giving us the opportunity to participate and to collaborate in this endeavor. The world is now changing. People that were diseases that were meant for rich people, for that matter, are now affecting the poor people. So we have to create awareness. There's a total change of lifestyle. Before, diabetes, hypertension were for rich people, but now it's affecting everybody because of the change of lifestyle, the food that we eat. The executive is very particular about the food we eat on one hand, but we have to do that is the exercise to also to prevent some of these things, the bad effects of this food and these like non-communicable diseases.
It was fun but captivating as senior government officials and others leave their offices to participate in aerobics, football, volleyball, as well as musical chair.
This is the 3rd edition. I played in the 1st edition and I was lucky to lead the civil service team to win the first football trophy. And last year also I participated. Unfortunately I didn't win the trophy. But I believe in the concept because fitness and wellness are an integral part of national development, and you can't create and sustain human capital without in building a health and fitness module. I think it's a very good concept for everybody, because more often than not we are stuck at our desks like 7 days a week working, but it's important to get out of the office and also move the body for better health, because it's not just the physical aspect, it has psychological and spiritual impact on your performance, and we want to encourage everybody to embrace a healthy lifestyle. This is the message we are sending.
The Speaker of the National Assembly, Abdoulaye Bojang, who was also present at the occasion, called for all to participate in sports for health. As the name implies, sport for health, some of the participants underwent free voluntary blood testing to know the condition of their health. Minister of Fisheries and Water Resources, Mas Aksigay, who was also the coach of the executives who happened to win the NGOs in a football game, shares his impressions with us.
I knew I'm going to win them because I was more prepared. I'm a technician and I have a good team. And having a technician, having a good team, meaning winning. So you won. But I mean, the sports for health should stay. Because I mean, it's not only the gathering, but at least what we receive out of it in sports is life.
The activities continue with more sparkling activities for 3 days, and officials are calling on all from the public and private sector to come out in their numbers to reduce the rate of non-communicable diseases. Rahibite, Grts.
138 enrolled nurses and 61 enrolled midwives have graduated during a recent ceremony in Bansang. Ominjai witnessed the graduation ceremony and she now reports.
Once upon a time, the School of Registered Nurses and Midwives used to be a school with few students. As the years go by, since its inception in 1977, the number of students began to grow exponentially, with excellent tutors inculcating into nurse attendants basic practical nursing procedures. And today, the School of Enrolled Nurses and Midwives, or SEN, is proud to see of another batch of nurses having been trained for 2 years.
The School for Enrolled Nurses and Midwives, commonly known as SEN, was established in April 1977 with a starting class of 9 students. This was done in the old maternity wing of Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, formerly RVTH.
It was a joyful day for the graduates, sporting colorful gowns. Happiness is written on their faces, a moment they were all waiting for, thanks to the lectures that provided them with the requisite skills and techniques to perform the job.
Patient care delivery is not easy because we don't know the type of people that we will be dealing with, especially those people that in severe pain. You know, they are normally very aggressive. So when we are working with such people, we have to be very much patient, and then we make sure that we do everything in a professional way. Let us not learn in school, and at the end of the day, we go and practice something that is out of our ethics. So I'm appealing to all my colleagues that anything that we are doing at my workplace, in our workplace rather, we make sure that we do it in a more professional way as we are taught in school. And then that is the main problem about us. When we are in the school, that we perform everything in a more diplomatic way, but when we go, most of us, when we go to the fields, what we found people doing, we tend to follow those people. So let us not be follow nurses anyway. Let us make sure that we exercise maximum discipline, maximum patience, and then we follow the ethics and etiquette.
I feel deeply honored, and I'm very happy with the situation. And currently, I'm also pursuing a course with the higher nursing program at the School of Nursing and Midwifery in Banjul under the Gambia College. Yeah, definitely it's a moment of joy. Yeah, I really feel joy of giving me all these 2 awards.
Health officials were also not left out on this momentous occasion, but they were quick to offer some words of advice to the elated graduates.
Nursing profession is expected to continue changing for improvement of services, competence, and working condition of nurses. The traditional roles of midwives, mothers, daughters, and sisters have always included caring for and nurturing of family members. This has, in fact,